You can just say Sesh, don't worry. Okay, just give me a moment. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Open Mic Foundation on this Sunday afternoon in South Africa. It is a beautiful day in South Africa today. We had quite a cold front that came through the last couple of days, but today we are quite blessed in having such a beautiful day. Today we have Christine Chama from Zambia. Welcome, Christine.
Thank you so much for having me, Shiv.
Oh, you most welcome. Guys, we've been having some technical difficulties today, so please bear with us. It's quite a challenging right now. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining us today on this live talk. Christine's from Zambia, so it's one of the African countries for those of you that don't know where Zambia is. And Christine is going to be sharing her story today about disability is not an inability. And I was quite intrigued by Christine's story and her inspiration and her powerful words that she has. It's been quite amazing, getting to know you, Christine, over these past couple of weeks. And I want to say, from the Open Mic Foundation, thank you so much for joining us and also making the time to share your story with us.
Thank you so much for the platform. I'm really honored to be on the Open Mic Foundation live page right now. It's really an honor and a privilege.
Oh, thank you so much, Christine. So before we, kick off, I think, if you could share for us, before you could share your story, I think, share with us, who Christine is and which part of Zambia are you from as well, and just a little bit about yourself.
All right, thank you. I'm Christine Chama, as earlier introduced. I'm from Zambia, and of course, Zambia is in the southern part of Africa. It's one of the countries in the southern part of Africa. I'm from a town known as Kabwe, which is in the central part of Zambia. Yes. So basically, that's where I'm from.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Christine. So if you could share with us, I see you on mute, Christine.
Zambia, of course. I'm from a family of 4. I happen to be the second born and the only female of the family. Yeah, so I had one elder brother who's now late, and I have 2 young brothers. Yeah, and I'm currently still staying with my parents in my hometown, Kabwe.
Sure. Okay, all right. Well, thank you so much for that. And I actually, one of the Anelia that actually is with us at the Open Mic Foundation, she saw actually your story on LinkedIn, and she was so inspired, by your accomplishments. So before we go into that, Christina recently got graduated from the university in Zambia, and she will share her story with you. But I think a lot of people take it for granted when it comes to people with disabilities. So I want to hand it over to you, Christine, and for you to share your story and, your challenges that you faced today.
Thank you. My story started when, from the time I was born. I was born with a physical disability, with a condition known as osteogenesis imperfecta. So, yeah, I was born with a disability, and I'm still living with a disability. the same condition, because it's not something that can be cured or treated, but it's just something that can minimize or treated just to some extent, not really cured. Yeah, so I have a physical disability. So basically, my growing up was quite different from the child who doesn't have a disability, in the sense that I had to spend most of my time in hospital because of my condition. When I was born, I couldn't literally do anything on my own. I couldn't talk. I couldn't sit up. I was just there lying because my bones were not really joined, so I couldn't make any movement on my own. I had to do it always with the help of someone. Yeah, so for treated, I had to undergo some surgical operations. So that's why I had to find myself most of the time in hospitals undergoing those very quite painful operations. So yeah, that has been my journey from childhood up to now. So that's why I said my growing up was a bit different from a child who doesn't have a disability. I didn't have much time to spend with family and friends, or just try or be there just to play around with friends. Yeah. So.
Up to what age couldn't you talk, Christine?
I can't really remember the actual age when I started talking, but I think it should be after I was 5. Yeah. I think after I was 5, yeah, that's where I started talking. And I think for me to make certain movements, like walk, because I think, if I remember very well, from what I was taught, because by then I was young, from what I was told by my parents, I think I had my first operation when I was around 6 or 7 years old.
Okay.
So,
okay. And what it was like?
Yeah. So basically, I had to.
Carry on, Christine. Carry on.
Hello?
You can carry on, Christine.
Yeah. So basically, I had to go through those operations so that I'll be able to sit up and walk. So I've got operations on my legs, both my legs, and inside they put some rods so as to help me make movement. Sure. So yeah, I think I got my first operation I think between the age of 6 and 7. That's when I got my first operation, and it's something that has been ongoing. Yeah, because I have to go for the replacement of rods here and there. Yeah, at time.
Sure. What was it like? I'm assuming that you couldn't start school when you had to start school and everything was delayed for you. Is that correct?
Yeah, sure, it is correct. I think mostly it's expected for somebody to start school maybe at the age of 5. Or yeah, and then at the age of 4, maybe you have to go to baby class or something like that. Nursery. Yeah, but for me it was quite different. So definitely I couldn't start school at the age which, of course, society expects somebody to start school at. I started a bit late, and my starting of school was also quite funny because I started school from the hospital. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And because yeah, my mom was a teacher. She just retired. So it was really so much interested in me getting an education. If this was, I used to find myself in hospitals most of the time. So she could talk to some teachers that could pass through the words The children was at the University Teaching Hospital in Lusaka. UTH. They could teach children that were in the world. So my mom had to talk to them so that they can also be coming to my base and just give me some way to do, and just get me going. Because she knew that I was now of age to start school, and I think she believed that despite me having built myself in such an environment, I still had to go to school. I still had to be educated. So she had to find a way of me starting school in hospital. And her being a teacher as well, of course, she really helped a lot. Yeah, she could teach me just there in hospital on my hospital bed. Yeah, whenever I recovered a bit from my operations, she could start teaching me from there. Yeah.
Wow. It's amazing how moms step in and just help. Doesn't matter what it is, but they just help. And she basically, stepped in and helped you to start your whole schooling career. And how long did your mom teach you for, Christine?
I don't really tell how long exactly. I think it's something that went on. Yeah. But then later on, at some point, I had an encounter with some Catholic sisters that came through to the hospital to bring some kids who were from Cheshire Homes. Yeah, it's a special school that is run by the Catholic sisters. Yeah, so she met them and she had a talk with them, of course. She had to introduce it to them and ask them if it was possible for me to go to a special school, their special home school, so that I can also get an education. So, fortunately now, they did accept that I can go to that special school. So it so happened that after I recovered, and by then I think somewhere around 8, 9, if not really mistaken. Yeah. After I had recovered from my operation, I really started now. Moment I could sit on my own, and now I could at least do certain things on my own. Instead of coming home, I had to go to school. Instead of coming back to Kabwe, I had to remain in Lusaka, and that's how I joined Cheshire Home, which is a special school.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I joined there, of course, I had to start afresh now. Yeah, but at least I was able to read. I was able to write from the little that I got while I was still in hospital. Yeah, but it was quite a fun journey and an interesting journey, I
must say. Oh, I'm sure it is. Christine, what has been your biggest challenge? I mean, listen, you've had, I think, challenges all your life. What did you find was the most what I would say the biggest stumbling block that you've come across on this journey that you've been facing?
Well, I think apart from me undergoing the most painful operations that I could ever imagine, oftenly, it's also, I think I started facing challenges when I grew up. That's what I could see and identify as, okay, really, I'm now facing a challenge or a limitation. It was fun. When I was too young, I couldn't really see anything as a challenge to me. And I think because of the people that were surrounding me, they couldn't really let me see those challenges. Yeah. And also, of course, the fact that now I was in an environment where there are people like me. So definitely I couldn't really see much of the challenges. Yeah, because most of the time, me being in special schools, really I was mostly surrounded by people like who are like me. People
Yeah.
had similar conditions like me. So
Okay.
you could just imagine such an environment. You couldn't really face a lot of challenges because people running such institutional facilities, they had to take into consideration uh, all the things that would make it easy for you to live in such an environment. So you couldn't really face a lot of challenges. But then when time came for me to leave uh, those special schools, unfortunately, we were only up to grade 12, which is secondary level. But then I had to go to this new environment to now face society. I think now that's when it came to me that now I was in this whole different environment. So an environment that I grew knowing or knowing. Yeah. So that's why now I even started realizing the challenges and the limit. I started experiencing certain limitations. And I think that, yeah, from there I could also get it how the perceptions that society has on persons with disabilities.
Oh
Because
yeah.
now when I grew up, I could realize and notice how other people would treat me because of my conditions.
Yeah.
I would realize and notice that not everyone was willing to be around me or wanted me to be around them. Yeah. And also, I could notice that there are certain, uh, that I couldn't get certain uh, institutions or I couldn't access certain facilities uh, or services because of maybe the infrastructure part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, you find that most of the buildings that are offer certain services that I would need are not accessible enough. So yeah, that's why like I saw that okay, that was one of the challenges that I really had to face. And it's something that I still face up to. That's one of the challenges that I face up to now. That's it, accessibility of certain infrastructure and also my movement, my mobility, for instance. I'll give an example of transport. Uh, I don't have a modified car, so I have to use the same cars or vehicles that everyone uses.
Okay.
But it so happens that there are certain vehicles that are quite high,
Okay.
buses that I can't manage to get on without the help of someone. So those are two challenges that I face. And the fact
Wow.
that now I'm grown, I no longer enjoy the comfort of somebody lifting me all the time. Yeah, it's yeah, it's nice being lifted once in a while, and of course when we are young. But now that I've grown, it's not something that I always look forward to or something that I
Mm.
enjoy anymore. Yeah, so
Okay.
those are some of the challenges that I still face up to now. Yeah.
Yeah. It's, you know, I think society and the perceptions that they have about people that have disability, there is a link to sadness for people. There's a link of they are not able to do what we can do. Um, what do you say to people like that? What do you say to society that, because there's clearly a stigma that's attached to that for many, many years, right? And a lot of
Yeah,
people
sure.
struggle with it and they don't know how to talk about it, right?
yeah, the stigma definitely is there. Um, and the unfortunate part is that most of the times the stigma starts from within our family circles where we're
Mm-hmm.
coming from. I was so much believer, and even it's because of where I'm coming from, that I so much believe in the family being the support system. In the sense that uh, whatever society gives to you out there, whatever the community gives to you out there, is based on what the family has been giving you. So it so happens that uh, 'cause the family members are the people we have first interacted with. So the way they treat you, if the if the stigma starts from that level, definitely you expect it to be out there. You have
Oh,
to
okay.
go through that stigma process the whole time,
Yeah.
so to say. So yeah, so the stigma is there, and it's really important that at times it starts from the family where you're coming from, and then it spreads to the entire community or society. Yeah, it's which is really bad because and also the thing that people have this perception, a negative perception about persons with disabilities. Now, I think from where we are coming from, uh, people still have that mindset to say, if you see a person with a disability, maybe they are not able to do anything. You don't tend to notice or realize their abilities, but instead you pay much attention to their disabilities and
Mm.
you tend to forget their abilities and what they are able to do. And in that sense, instead of you encouraging them to realize and work on their abilities, you
Mm-hmm.
take sort of take to motivate them. And uh, in a sense, you find that also persons with disabilities themselves, due to that negative vibe they are getting from society, they also tend to take it and say this is how it's supposed to be. And they tend to accept that, okay, this is how I'm supposed to be treated. This
Mm-hmm.
is how I'm supposed to live as a person with disability. This is how people have to perceive me as somebody who's not able to do anything, as somebody who has no abilities at all. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I think a lot of people are they, they don't know how to approach this topic because I find that most people are not aware, of it. Because you have a variety of different disabilities. However, and I fully take note of it what you're saying, because the stigma starts within the family, right? And if the family treats you like that, your external world, it's going to be seeming like that as well. So a very, very good point, to take note of. Sometimes we think we're helping the people, in the sense we're not actually helping them, we're actually making the situation, even worse.
Yeah, sure. That's true. And going to what you have said, for certain people, it's not intentional.
Mm-hmm.
The way they come out or to sympathize. For others, they'll think they're showing you love. In the actual sense, they're just sympathizing with your condition, which is not something you did as a person with a disability. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, it's it's what I say. Yeah, I truly understand and I agree with you that for others it's not intentional the way they react or
Yeah.
the way they act towards persons with disability. Others literally don't know how to approach a
Yeah.
person with disability. I've come across such people before, and it's quite funny. Like afterwards, when you talk to them, then it just becomes something funny. Yeah, something that you laugh about.
Yeah.
Cause somebody who didn't tell you to say, uh, I've been seeing you around, but I haven't known how to approach you. And then you
Yeah.
just say, well, sounds like you would approach any other person. That's the way you would approach me as well. This
Yeah.
is my name. Just say hi. And that's what
Yeah.
I respond. Yeah, so it's quite funny. But it's something that we really have to take note of. Yeah, there are just
Yeah.
certain people like that who don't really know how to
Yeah.
approach as a person with disability. But then we also have to take it upon ourselves to say we have to understand. As a person with a disability, you have to understand as well to say in a society where you're living, uh, you tend to interact with different people who have different personalities. So it's not always that you have to be offended by how somebody reacts to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't know what they're also going through. Maybe they didn't even intend to react to you in such a way. So I think it's really important that you also understand. And I think that has really helped me a lot. More
Yeah.
especially if I'm moving into a new environment. Um, and it's also something that I take up, that I always look at, even when in my day-to-day living, that it's very much possible. I have to be ready of the reactions uh, I'll get from different people because
Yeah.
they've got different personalities. As much as
Yeah.
I also have a different personality. Even as a person with disabilities, we also have different personalities. It doesn't mean that if a colleague of mine also has a disability like me and I have same personalities. No. We might have the same physical disability, but we have different personalities. So
I
it's
agree.
something that we have to accept. Yeah.
So true. So true. I mean, you know, and it's like no, it's like you can't compare two people alike because they are not, they'll never be the same, right? It's the same with disability as well. What one person, if you could have exactly the same thing but no two people would go through the same thing, it's very, very different. It's not the same, and I totally agree with you. I want to share something with you as well. My dad, he is 85, and my dad has been a very healthy man and took care of himself. And about just over 10 years ago, he had his legs amputated, both his legs, right? And he never saw
Wow.
it as a disability, right? He still drove his car, his vehicle. He still was highly independent. He was not a person that told him that he had a disability. You know, he wasn't born with one, but he later on obviously became disabled. Um, and he still did the things that he wanted to do, even the fact that he had prosthetic legs, and he still does. And he's come a long way as well. And he's always said as well, don't treat me any different, whether I have legs or whether I don't have legs, I'm still the same person. Nothing's
Yeah,
changed
sure.
me.
That's
Yeah,
true.
nothing's changed me. He also couldn't understand, you see me one way and then he's all of a sudden you see me totally different because I don't have a set of limbs anymore. So it's quite tolling on people. So I think with you it's a little bit definitely so different because you've been born with it, and I'm sure it's definitely challenging at times. Um, I wanna go to your accomplishments. You've achieved so much. You really have. You recently got graduated as well. Let's talk a little bit about that and share some of your accomplishments that you've done.
Well, yeah, some of my accomplishments, of course. I'm a graduate. Yeah, I think for now that's my biggest accomplishment. I recently, I got posted. I recently graduated from the University of Zambia, uh, where I was pursuing a Bachelor of Arts degree in development studies with sociology. Well, before that, though, before getting my degree, I also did acquire a diploma in social work from David College here in Zambia. Yeah,
Mhm.
so yeah. At the moment, I'm a holder of a diploma, and now I have a degree to my name. And yeah, and of course, through my, I think my tertiary job level station at the University of Zambia, where I think I did devote myself more into extracurricular activities. As I was part of the department association, which was the University of Zambia Development Studies Association. It's an association for students that are pursuing development studies at the University of Zambia, either as their minor program or their major program. So by the time I was graduating, I was the president for the association. And I think that was also one of the biggest achievements. And I was the first female president of the association since its inception some years back. Yeah. So I would say that's also one of my biggest achievements while I was at school. And I was also one of the representatives on the student council, as I was representing students with disabilities at the University of Zambia. And then while also at the University of Zambia, I was also nominated for the Mapepia Award, and that was for 2020. Yeah,
Mhm.
I was one of the nominees, and that was something huge, something big, because it's uh, it's not it's not a Zambian award show, but it's an
Mhm.
international award. Uh, award. So it was something that was really amazing on my part.
Mhm.
And say the fact that I was very recognized, my leadership skills were very recognized on such a big platform. It's also one of the biggest achievements for me.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, and currently, I think my other big achievement now is me now working the public sector. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm working as a social welfare officer at the social care department. So yeah,
Wow.
that's a bit of achievement so far. And I'm
Wow.
really looking forward to more achievements actually. Yeah.
That's an amazing accomplishment. I mean, Christine, it's amazing, to hear that you have accomplished so much of things. And with all the challenges and difficulties that you have, wow, well done. You must be absolutely proud of yourself. And I think your parents, more specifically, especially, going back to your mom, knowing that, she was teaching you and she was in the hospital, and knowing how far you've come today. And now you're working in an organization. You've got your diploma, you've got your degree. I mean, it's a proud, proud moment to have. So well done to you. Truly, truly an
Thank you so much.
inspiration. Truly, truly an
Thank you
inspiration.
so much.
Absolutely. All right, guys. I mean, is there anything else? Is there any questions? Is there any comments for Christine? Guys, for those that are watching, please share them with us. I'm just going to quickly wrap up with Christine, but if there's any comments, please share it us live on the chat so that we can share it with Christine. So, Christine, what's next for you?
Wow. What's next for me?
Yeah.
Of course, Right now I'm enjoying my workspace, my
Mhm.
work environment. I'm enjoying it, and but still, I have. I think what's next for me doing more in terms of disability advocacy,
Mhm.
because I think now I'm trying to create a platform for myself,
Okay.
where I'll be able. Well, of course, I'll be able to share my story, and I think this is one of the platforms that I've gotten. So I'm intending to use more of such platforms as this
Mhm.
to share my story and just see how best I can help in terms of disability advocacy. Um, because I so much believe in uh, story sharing. I think if you say something which is so personal, people could tend to see and realize the reality in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that really helps a lot.
Yeah.
I would say I'm an expert in disability issues. Actually, I'm still learning. But I think for now, that's what I can talk about is just my personal journey, not other people's disability per se. So I'm still learning. And so I'm really trying, it's my case that I get to learn more as well, uh, what it entails to be a disability advocate and just say how big and I can contribute to the disability advocacy sector. Yeah.
Yeah. You are always welcome to the Open Mic Foundation, Christine. If there's anything that we can do to help you, to support and pursue, your advocacy into disability and to spread the word, I'm here to support you. Myself and my team are always here to support you. If there's something that we can help you to be a part of and to share, we're right here with you. So you just let us know, and I'm happy to have you onto open mic. And if there's any time that you would like to come on and to share, if there's something that you'd want to do or share with us from a magazine or from a live talk, you know where to reach us. We're happy to help you.
Well, thank you so much for such a rare privilege.
Yeah.
Definitely, I'll always rely on Open Mic Foundation to help me a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. But we're here, and if there's something that we can do to help you and support you and to get you the word out for you, we are really, really happy to do so. All right.
Thank you.
All right, fantastic, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in this afternoon. It's been great having Christine with us, talking to her about her story. Catch us live on Facebook. We have an Instagram handle as well, which is Open Mic Foundation _. We also have a YouTube channel. Please subscribe and support us. It's Women's Month next month, guys. There's lots of prizes that we're going to be giving away. We have quite a bit of people coming on, some beautiful, beautiful women that's coming through next month. So please join us and share with us. We will be giving prizes away in the month. So please join us and share with us and celebrating Women's Month next month in South Africa. Christine, I want to say have a fantastic afternoon. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day today. And I want to say good luck with all your adventures and take care of yourself. And we'll be in contact soon.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for this rare opportunity for the platform. I don't take it for granted. I really, really appreciate. And just being recognized to be a guest on this platform, it's really something that I would always treasure and hold so close to my heart. Because it's
Oh,
not always that you get such opportunities, such recognitions. It's not always that you get such opportunities. So, thank you so much for having me. For everyone that tuned in, thank you so much uh, for sharing your time just to share to my story. I really, really appreciate. And I just hope that I would be an inspiration to somebody out there. And whatever you're going through, whatever challenges that you're facing, always remember to believe in yourself and always remember that you have got more abilities than the challenges and limitations that you are facing. So always go out there and get what you want to or achieve. Yeah, whether you have a disability or not, you can still achieve a lot. So thank you so
Oh,
much for having me. I really
oh,
appreciate it.
Christine. It's true, true. Such inspiration words. I must be honest. We tend to look at, we tend to look at the worst, not the good. Tend to look at the bad versus the ugly versus what's right in front of us, right? And we tend to see all the negativity and not acknowledge what we have and what we can. Some of the ladies that's on the call that's saying absolutely very inspiring. Thank you so much for sharing your story. So Christine, some really positive and inspiring. You really helped a lot of women, and they clearly are seeing and hearing you today. So I want to say thank you so much. Open mic's always open to you. We're here for you. So I want to say have a fantastic day and thank you so much. Take care, Christine.
Thank you, Mama. Take care
Cheers,
too. Bye.
guys. Bye bye.